today. We have a great crowd and everyone's driven a long way to come. Thank you very much. We've got the newspaper here, the Guelph Mercury. We've got CBC Radio, CTV News. So we are making ourselves noticed. So, you know, we have to keep it up. And I'll pass it over to Garfield Dunlop here.
How do you work it?
It's on.
Hi everybody, can you hear me? I'm here today with one of my colleagues, a young mother herself, Lisa McLeod, and we'd both like to say a few words. Look at, we'll be very brief. You've probably been watching what's happening in the legislature. As you know, Bill 10 is a disaster. It absolutely has to be amended or we will lose a minimum of 140,000 daycare spaces in Ontario. We know the bill was pushed through the House quickly last week. We were amazed at the fact that the NDP actually voted for second reading to end. They voted in favor of second reading, I should say, on Thursday morning. So we're putting 150% effort into this over the next 10 days, over the next 2 weeks, with rallies, as many rallies as we can. I know for sure right now we're going to be in Sudbury next Sunday and other smaller rallies. We really appreciate the work that's been done in Guelph here and by Tracy and her team. You know what? We all know that you people treat children as our most precious resource. We know that. And we don't think you should be penalized with your occupations and your jobs as a result of the fact that a bill that where the government doesn't want to listen to you. And they're actually telling people right now they've actually consulted with you. And you know they haven't consulted with you, or Liz Sandals would be here today. So the fact of the matter is we have to get this bill amended badly. We're with you all the way. And I'd like to have Lisa say a few words because she's a young mother. She's been through this. I'm a grandfather myself, and I've been through both sets, you know. So we're here all the way. And once again, for all you people down there, thank you all. We'll continue to meet with you and keep the pressure on. We need to know that people are writing letters, that they're emailing, that they're tweeting, that they're calling their MPP's offices, and make sure that you get a commitment out of them that they'll actually listen to you and not rubber stamp this thing and pass it through. Here's Lisa McLeod, everybody.
Lisa, do you want this one to slide?
Yeah, let's sure.
Just press this.
Yeah. We get a picture. We get a...
Okay, do I have your attention now? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be here with my colleague Garfield Dunlop in support of young mothers, young fathers, and entrepreneurs all across Ontario today. I'm joined here with my husband Joe and our daughter Victoria. Victoria had the benefit of being in an in-home child care facility up until she was 7 years old. Today she's cared for by our neighbor and family friend Myrna, who gives our daughter a lot of love and care. Bill 10 wants to strip away mine and your choice of where we have childcare in this province. I think that's wrong. Bill 10 strips away responsibility by parents. Parental responsibility is something that we cherish as moms and dads. Bill 10 would like to erode that. And finally, Bill 10 is going to take away 140,000 sustainable, affordable, and accessible childcare spots in this province. And in doing so, is going to put hundreds of mothers, mompreneurs, out of business as a result of a reckless piece of legislation brought forward only because the government failed in its duty to enforce its own laws. Shame on the government. I join here with Garfield Dunlop today to assure you that he and I are going to stand up and oppose this bill every step of the way. We are going to continue to collect signatures on petitions as we have done. Over 3,000 people across Ontario have signed our petition in less than 2 weeks. We need to keep going. We need to continue to stall this bill and this legislation by bringing forward amendments and telling the government that it's not too late. to change a catastrophic bill that will put our children at risk, take away parental choice, and eliminate 140,000 accessible and affordable child care spaces. So you have my commitment that I'm going to continue to pursue this. You have my commitment, as well as Garfield's, that we will make our voices known. We will work with you over the next 2 weeks, and I can tell you, if elected Premier of Ontario in 4 years, you will never have to worry about the government coming in and shutting down your home-based business and stealing childcare spots away from you, ladies and gentlemen. I will be a champion for you. I will stand up for you, and I will make sure your voices are heard on the floor of the Ontario Legislature and in the committee room. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say this to you one final time. We have a couple of weeks left. I need your help. You must contact the 3 individuals who have the most power to stall this bill. The Premier of Ontario, Kathleen Wynne, the Minister of Education, Liz Sandals, and the House Leader of the Government, Yasser Naqvi. I also need you to contact your own MPPs. I know there are people here from Belleville, from Durham, from Halton, from Hamilton. Pick up the phone this week. Contact your local MPP. Let them know that their impact is here. And by the way, mums and dads that are here today, you have a lot of power. You have a lot of influence. You have big networks on your own. Encourage your friends, encourage your family, encourage your neighbors to be part of this childcare debate in Ontario, because once those 140,000 childcare spots are gone, it's going to be hard to get them back. And finally, make your views known to the committee, at the Social Policy Committee in the next week and a half. If you can't come in as a deputation, then I expect that every single one of you are going to write a letter to the committee, write a letter to the committee participants, and ensure that your voices are heard. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, thank you for standing here today with Garfield Dunlop and I. I make that commitment to you that I'll continue to be your child care champion at Queen's Park, and we're going to make sure that the voices of our young children are represented, and all of you are represented too. So God bless, and as we get forward, we look forward to a week ahead where the legislature is not sitting, I must say, we must remember our soldiers that are fighting overseas these days, and lest we forget on that note as well. Thank you very much.
I'll get a picture of you and Garfield with Tracy.
Yeah,
Garfield? Hang on.